to California, where a federal judge dismissed lawsuits by San Francisco and Oakland, which had alleged that big oil should have to pay to protect residents from the impact of climate change. Judge Napolitano is here. OK, Judge, let me get right at this.
This is only in America.
Yes, really. San Francisco, I think it's a liberal judge, has to be in San Francisco.
Yes,
and he says, enough, enough.
Yes.
This is extraordinary.
So the city of San Francisco and the city of Oakland sued the four biggest oil companies in the world, right, alleging that they, and they alone, caused climate change, and therefore they must compensate San Francisco and Oakland for rising tides and all kinds of other environmental things that those two cities, because they're on the water, have to pay for. And a federal judge said, look, I recognize the existence of climate change. I recognize the science behind it. But you can't point to these oil companies. Even by my liberal standards, enough is enough. So I'm summarizing and exaggerating a little bit. Point is, he dismissed the case before a jury. Same judge who about 2 months ago said, I need more scientific data from the plaintiffs, the government, and from the oil companies. And he devoured the scientific data, threw the case out.
Does that send a message to New York City, which has filed a very similar lawsuit against the oil companies?
Probably not.
Why not?
Well, because it's a judge of the same rank and level. Now, when a judge at your level rules, you look at that, you take it into account, but you're not controlled by it. So it's going to depend on who in Lower Manhattan gets this case. You know, justice shouldn't be determined by the personality of the judges. It should be determined by the law, as Congress has written it, and by precedent. But sometimes the personality of the judges gets involved.
Nothing would surprise me in New York City. But no. Let me move on, shall I?
Sure.
Supreme Court going to hand down, I think, two very important rulings, either today or tomorrow. I think that's the time frame.
Correct.
Number one, the travel ban.
This is the president's effort to block all immigrants from 5 predominantly Muslim countries. If the court finds it's a Muslim ban, the president loses. If the court finds that it is a legitimate exercise of his authority to protect the national security of the United States, the president wins.
I thought the president had absolute authority to keep anybody on any group out if he or she so chooses.
Unless he bases it on religion, in which case he has a higher bar to go over, which he has not gone over, because in his view and the Justice Department's view, this is not based on Muslim religion. This is based on the predominance of terrorist activities in the countries from which the immigrants come.
OK. Second one, and I think this is more important financially, is union dues. Take me through it, please.
It is forced membership in public sector labor unions. State of Illinois says you want to work for a city, town, county, region, or state government, you must join the state's labor union. You must pay the labor union's dues. The challenger says, wait a minute, I have freedom of association, and I can spend my money how I want. You guys hired me for what I can do, not because I'm going to join the union. So he has challenged that Illinois statute, that closed shop statute that forces you to join the union. If he prevails, this will break the back of the public sector labor unions. They have only survived because the states have forced employees to join. They have not survived because they have offered benefits that people want.
Would the ruling only apply to public sector unions in Illinois or across the country?
Across the country, all public sector unions. Listen, they could limit it to Illinois, just like they limited the same-sex marriage birthday cake to Colorado. They could do that. I hope they don't. I hope they answer the question once and for all, because there are many, many other states like Illinois where you are forced to join the union, including our own home state.
I'm right in saying, I think, that in Wisconsin, they said, no, you don't have to join and you don't have to pay union dues, and public sector unions promptly lost a big chunk of their workforce.
That was done through the state court system. It never made its way to the Supreme Court. So that ruling that you're talking about just applies in Wisconsin.
But it did wreck the public sector unions in Wisconsin.
Yes, because the unions, like any other organization, should be able to attract and draw people in, not force them in under the threat of violating the law.
We got it, and we're waiting for the deal.